What's up, YouTube viewers? It's the Charlie Brown YouTube page. You're watching the aftermath video for the George Groves and Carl Froch fight, the second fight that took place yesterday in Wembley. I'd like to congratulate both fighters on what was a very interesting and exciting fight. It didn't really live up to the sort of hype surrounding it, but I knew that. I know that of all rematches, whenever the first fight is marred by controversy and very exciting and knockouts, it's very rarely that the second fight that you see both guys go into war. They're both, they're very cagey in the first round. I think Carl Froch was a bit more pensive, a bit more cautious, but he was using the jab a lot better than he's used it in quite a long time. He actually boxed to a game plan this time, and I think that was the key factor in him winning the fight. I predicted Groves to sort of nick it on points, but I did say it wouldn't be easy, and I did say it would be a chess match, and I did say in my prediction if Carl Froch wins it, he would have to win it by stoppage inside the distance, and he done just that. The first 3 rounds I had them drawn. I had both 10 each. I thought Groves won the 4th round. I think the HBO people had George winning the first 4 rounds and Carl Froch losing them, and I definitely don't think he lost those first 4 rounds. I thought that the first 3 rounds were drawn. I thought Groves won the fourth round, but rounds 5 and 6 were significant. Carl Froch went back into his corner. Like I've said before, and not a lot of people tackle me on this issue, but I've always said, and because Carl Froch said it yesterday. Every time I listen to Rob McCracken, things happen for him, and I've said in other videos, I felt in the first Kessler fight, he was cruising on his way to a victory, and I don't know, he just got suckered into a war. It was red mist. And he didn't listen to Rob McCracken, and that's why he lost. That's why he lost that fight. There were a lot of other factors with the volcanic ash and all that kind of stuff. So I have to give Froch a bit of a blight there, but I do think that him listening to his trainer this time was the key factor in winning, because in rounds 5, I think rounds 5 and 6, Rob McCracken was telling him to sort of go to the body. From what I could make out amongst all the noise, I sort of made out that he said something about going to the body, and Carl Froch started to do that. George Groves was having his success with the overhand rights. He wasn't landing a lot, but he was every now and then he was throwing out overhand right or a big right that was catching Froch. And he caught him with a quite a sweet left hook I can't remember if it was the 6th or the 7th. I think it was the 6th. Caught him with a very, very good left hook. But Carl Froch was still able to take his best shots and walk him down. He started to back him up. Round 7, significantly as well, let me just mention as well, in rounds 5 and 6, when he was going to the body, it might have appeared like George Groves was maybe winning the round from the first minute to, I don't know, to like the second and a half minute. But the last 30 seconds of both those rounds, Froch was coming on strong. He was throwing little flurries, getting close to him, trying to make it an ugly fight. And his tactics worked. You could see he was starting to wear down George Groves. But I thought that if George Groves could, I didn't, because I didn't see the knockout coming, and I know George did it. I thought that he might have, been a bit cute in his defense and gone on the back foot and kept him at distance, but he didn't seem to do that, and Carl Froch took advantage of that, and in the 8th round he sort of wore him down. You could see he was going to the body more, and I threw an overhand right, well, not an overhand right, he threw a right hand, and it caught him and knocked him out concussively. I didn't see it coming. So I know George definitely didn't see it coming. It was a well timed shot. And, Carl Froch did box to a really good game plan there. George Groves fell to the floor. At that moment, I really did feel for him. I was more looking at his knee. I mean, the way his knee was, the way his leg, one of his legs was up as he hit the ground, and it looked to me like his knee could have. He was so lucky his knee didn't shatter or his kneecap didn't break. Um, he was, he's still the adrenaline, obviously, and him being a young guy, the sort of pride. He sort of decided to get up. He was in no fit state to fight on, and that's answered my questions from the first fight. Subsequently, I've been quite humbled, but I did say, Froch by knockout or Groves on point. So, but I really did think Groves was out on a mission with all the mind games and everything he's been doing. I thought he was on top of things until I saw the face off and the shake of hands and that, and I thought I did think that was a bit over the top, a bit dramatic and all that. But they did it to sell the fight, whatever. Got everybody watching. But the thing is, they already had sold 80,000 tickets. So I don't know. Didn't see the point of all that. But it motivated Froch in the right way, and he done the business. So let me know what you think, and let me know who you think should be next for Carl Froch. But I debated this with the wide the YouTube boxing community, and we we think well. I think that the Andre Ward fight is not going to happen anyway. Even if Andre Ward was ready with his sort of legal things that he has to tackle, he's not going to get into the ring anytime soon with Carl Froch. Carl Froch's not going to have a third fight with Kessler, but that could be a possibility. They could sell that to the public, but I don't know. I think it might be Chavez Jr. that they go for in Vegas. But I'm not really buying none of this. Carl Froch is going to retire business. You can't talk about a man's retirement. He will decide when he retires. But I just feel that they should obligate James DeGale because they were talking about the winner of James DeGale's fight against Gonzalez would fight the winner of this fight. And when the question was posed to Barry Hearn, he completely blew over that. Um, I don't know. People think I got a problem with Eddie Hearn, but I just think he's a bit slimy. That's all. And there's most promoters probably are, but I felt that what he did was a bit slimy. What if you listen to what he says after the fight when they're interviewing George Groves and then they interview Eddie Hearn, you hear what he says, and you know Carl Froch's career was on the line. What kind of stupidness? Why would you say something like that? You're biting the hand that feeds you. The guy's been feeding you, filling your pockets for a good couple of years now. You know, you was all ready to showcase him as the number one super middleweight in Britain and blah blah blah. And when a younger, sort of fresher guy came along, if you like, and sort of upstaged him, because that's what happened in the first fight. Carl Froch was upstaged for 6 rounds, and we all know what happened after that. But he was upstaged. He was badly exposed, and it was a style clash. It was a shock to the system for him. I said this. Styles make fights. Sometimes you're not going to win every fight. You know, in fashion, you're not going to win it comfortably. So, that was nothing for him to worry about. But the way Eddie Hearn was talking was like, had George Groves have won that fight, he would have got rid of Carl Froch and then taken on George Groves. And I just that part of him I didn't like. If it was Don King, people would be up in arms about it. But he's got this squeaky clean image because of his father and that. His father was a good man, you know what I mean? But I think he's a little bit slimy. That's all. I don't think he's a cunt. I don't think he's shady. I just think he's a little bit slimy. That's coming from me. But Anyway, I'm ranting a little bit. It was a good fight. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave your comments in the comment section below. I'll get back to you. Bless.